So welcome to our final class this week. So half and half strength class with weights or tins. Make sure you've got plenty of room around you. If you do need something to support you in standing, make sure it's close by. There will be an element of standing to the class, or if you want to do the whole class in standing, then please feel free to. I will be demonstrating most things from a sitting position until the standing bits are absolutely required. Okay, so let's get started with our warm-up. Off we go. So we're just marching on the spot, get those arms swinging. If we can involve the legs, that may be pushing up onto tiptoes, or it may be lifting the leg. And that can be done either in sitting or standing. So we're aiming to get our heart rate up a bit higher, get the blood circulating, get fresh oxygen to the muscles, all in readiness for the work they're going to undertake. Remember, sitting up nice and tall or standing up nice and tall, back nice and straight, shoulders down from our ears. Okay, so we're going to move into heel digs with a bicep curl, okay? So we're going to push our heel forwards and bend our arms up in a bicep curl. Again, you can do this in standing. The leg bit's the optional bit. If they're not playing ball, or you're not able to get them to do anything, then get those arms going. Try and make sure your movement goes through the full range of motion that you've got available to you. The bigger the movement, the harder your body has to work. Okay, and then we're going to go into reaching up above our head. So reach one arm up, then the other arm up. Get a little bit of weight shift side to side. So we're really reaching up to that top cupboard. The point in this cupboard that you only store the bits in that you very rarely need to get out. Let's be honest, why would we put the everyday items that we need at the very top? Okay, a couple more. Okay, give those shoulders a circle backwards. Okay, this time we are going to rotate through our middle and we're going to take the opposite arm across. So we're going to rotate and out, rotate and out, okay? So take that arm across and rotate to the other side. Remember, make sure your feet have got a nice firm base. They should be on the floor or on your foot plates. If you're in a wheelchair, make sure that your front wheels are pointing forwards, so you increase the length of the base at the bottom, just makes it a little bit more stable. One more to each side. Okay. Okay, so this time we're just going to come down to the sides. Remember our imaginary pane of glass. So we're not bending forwards, we're not leaning backwards, just coming through the side. Okay. Okay, hopefully your weights are close by. So we're going to pick the weights up. So set that posture. So if you're sitting, sit nice and tall, shoulders down away from your ears. Make sure your weight is equally distributed over both sides of your bottom. If you're in standing, make sure your knees are soft. Weights equally distributed over both feet, standing nice and tall and shoulders also down away from your ears. Okay, so we're going to start with our weights by our chest and we're just going to punch forward. Okay, so we're going to punch forward. We can either do alternate arms or we do both arms at the same time. Okay, I'm going to go for alternate. That means I'm going to count up to 20, but if you're doing both arms at the same time, stop at 10. Off we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And relax. Okay. So the next exercise we're going to alternate two exercises so that they have a bit of a rest in between. So the next one is arms down by our side, coming up to the side for a lateral raise, okay? We're only going as high as our shoulders. We don't need to go any higher than that. So off we go for 10. 1, 2, 3. Really focus on keeping those shoulder blades down. Okay, we don't want them hitching up here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. Back to our chests. We're punching forwards again. So I'm going to alternate again. So we're going for 20. Again, if you're doing both arms at the same time, then go for 10. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then arms down by the sides, going for those lateral raises again. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Okay, this time we're going to have our weights down by our sides still. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, back in that imaginary pane of glass. We're just going to reach down to the side and back up. Okay, so we're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 on the other side. 1, 2. Remember, we're controlling our movements with the weight. We're not letting the weight take us. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. This time you're going to have your weights resting on your chest. I'm going to come sideways on for this. Okay, so we're going to do an abdominal crunch. So when I say an abdominal crunch, we're not crunching all the way down to our knees. That's not using our abdominal muscles, that's using our hip flexors. So we're going to crunch our ribs. So the bottom of our rib cage, we're trying to crunch down to our bony bits on our pelvis. So it's a small movement, so we crunch there and up, okay? So we're really squeezing those tummy muscles, pulling our belly buttons in and really crunching. Okay, so off we go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So that's a good one to get that pelvic tilt going as well. Okay, arms back to the side, going for our side bends. Off we go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Weights back on our chest. So we're pushing our chest into our weights to create the resistance for the crunches. Okay, so start sitting up nice and tall. We're going to crunch that rib cage to our pelvis. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And relax. Okay, so we're going to move on to some leg exercises now. Okay, so if you're in standing, it's the same principle. You're just going to rest your weights on your thighs. You'll just find that your weights will rest slightly higher just because of limb length and all of that sort of thing. Okay, so you're going to rest your weights on your thighs and you're going to try and lift your knee up against the weight. Okay, if you can't lift your knee, you can push up onto tiptoes. Okay, so off we go. We're going to alternate, so we're going to do 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, last two, 19, 20. Good. And then this time you're going to have your weights on the outside of your legs. Okay. If you're in standing, we'll do it one leg at a time so that you've got a chance to swap around. Okay. So what we're going to do, push the weights into the side of our legs, and we're just going to try and push that weight out. Okay, so we're going to stick with one leg, do 10 on one and then 10 on the other. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, control it on the way back in. 9, 10. Okay, and then we're going to swap legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Pop those weights back on the top of our thighs. And we're going to lift those legs for another 20. Everybody ready? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway. 11. Try not to lean back. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, last two, 19, 20. Good, okay, and then we're going to pop those tins or our weights on the side of our legs again. We're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Okay, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, moving back to the arms. Quick posture check. Make sure you sat up nice and tall, shoulders down from our ears. If you're standing, make sure your knees are also soft so that you're not locking them out. Okay, so arms down by our sides, palms facing forwards. We're going to bend the elbows, bringing our weights towards our shoulder, okay, for a bicep curl. Off we go for 10. 1, 2, 3. Keep those shoulders nice and still. It's just the bend from the elbow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. Then we're going to move on to triceps, okay, which is the opposite to our biceps. So you've got two options for this. You can pop one of your weights down, take your arms up above your head, keep your shoulders nice and still, just bend the elbow so the hands come behind the head and then up to the ceiling. That's option 1. Option 2, I'm going to come on sideways for this. So you're going to lean forwards. You can do this with both arms if you want to, but you're going to lean forwards with your elbow behind you. And you're just extending the elbow and bending. Okay, shoulder stays still. So pick your option. I'm going to do this one because the last couple of sessions I've done it above my head. So I think for variety for you guys as well, when you're watching it back, it's quite useful to have both options. Okay, so we're going to go for 10. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see my shoulder isn't moving, it's just my elbow. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. If you did just one arm, make sure you swap. Those of you that did it above your head, you can have a rest if you want to, or you can go for another set of 10, up to you. Okay, so elbows up behind us, and we're just extending here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, make sure you've got both weights again. Back to biceps. So arms down by our side. We're trying to go through the full range of movement, okay? So our arms should be starting straight if you've got that range available, and then they should be ending by our shoulders, okay? If we only do this bit, we're only going to strengthen that bit. Okay, off we go for 10. 1, 2, 3. Remember the control. It's on the way up as well as the way down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, back to the triceps. So option 1 is above your heads like this. You can have both hands with both weights if you want to, or just one weight in both hands. Option 2 is elbows up behind you and extending behind you, okay? Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then swap sides. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Good. Okay. Back to the middle. Weights resting on our chest. Okay. We're just going to rotate to one side and then to the other. Okay. So 10 to each side. So 20 in total. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Okay, next exercise is sit to stand. So the idea is that we're going to use the weights as a bit of added resistance, but if that's difficult, don't use them. We just want to do the sit to stand, okay? So think about what you need to do to achieve a safe sit to stand, okay? So we're leaning forwards and coming up. Remember, we're taking off like an aeroplane. An aeroplane goes forwards before it takes off. We're not helicopters, okay? So get the weight over our feet, tuck those feet back, weight over our feet, lean forwards, up we go, stand up, and then as we sit down, stick our bottoms out and do the reverse. So it should be a slow movement. We're wanting you to use your muscles more so than we are momentum. I'm going to say that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Okay, so if you've got your weights, keep them on your chest. If you need to pick them up, pop them onto your chest, okay? We're back to our trunk rotations. So 10 to each side. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And then back to our sit to stands. So pop your weights down if you need to. Set those feet so they're underneath you. You don't necessarily have to have your heels on the floor. As you bring your weight forwards, that will encourage your heels down to the floor. Okay, off we go for 10. 1, 2. Keep going. If you're sitting, you can try doing the push-up on your chair just to get that bottom off the floor, off of the cushion. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Okay, we've got 2 more exercises on our arms and then we're done. Okay, so the next exercise, get the upper part of your arms locked into your chest, the side of your chest, elbows at your waist, palms facing upwards, or they can face inwards, doesn't matter, whatever you prefer in terms of your grip. And you're going to keep your elbows locked in and just take the hands away from the body. So we're externally rotating our shoulders, opening up our chest, squeezing those shoulder blades at the back, okay? Off we go for 10. 1. Keep those shoulders down away from our ears. 3. 4. 5. 6. Keep squeezing those arms into our side. 8. 9. 10. Good. Okay, next one. So we're going to keep our arms where they are. Keep our elbows locked into our side. We're starting palm up and we're just going to rotate to palm down and then rotate to palm up. Okay? So down and up, it counts as 1. Off we go. Down, up. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. That might be 11. Okay, and then in the same position, keeping those elbows locked into the side. So I don't want to see any gap between these elbows and our middle. Okay, these arms stay glued to our side and we're just rotating the hands out. Okay, so off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. On to our final exercise. So start with our palms up. We're going to go palms down, then palms up. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done everybody. Pop your weights down. Let's finish with a bit of a stretch. Okay, so we're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So just take one leg out straight in front of you. You might need to shuffle to the front edge of your chair if you're sat down. Rest your hands on your bent knee. Keep your back nice and straight and just bend through the hips. Try and keep your eyes and your head looking forwards rather than looking down to the floor. Remember to keep breathing, sink into that stretch. Try and relax the surrounding muscles. and swap sides. So other leg out straight, rest your hands on the bent leg, straight back, bend through the hips. And relax. Okay, onto our trunk. So we're going to take our left hand to our right leg. We're going to take our right hand behind us and twist through our middle. Try and keep those knees pointing forwards. And relax and change sides. So for me, right hand to left leg, left hand behind, and around we go. And back to the middle. Okay, we're going to go for a side bend. So if you're able to, arm comes up above your head and you're just going to bend through the side, stretching through the side that you're bending away from. If you need to use your armrests or your wheels or anything to support you, that's fine. And to the other side. So remember, we're not bending forwards, it's all through the side. And relax. Okay, we're going to push those arms away from us. So clasp our hands, push them away, stretching between those shoulder blades at the back. And relax, and then this one you can either take your hands out like this and push them back, so we're stretching out through the chest, or if you want to clasp your hands at the back and push up, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Good. Tricep stretch. So take your arm up to the ceiling, hand comes behind your head, use the other arm to just gently push it. Try and keep sitting upright. If you slouch forwards, you're going to take the stretch off of the muscles, so try and keep that posture. And relax and swap sides. And relax. Give those shoulders a circle back. Okay, final stretch onto the neck. So we're going to take one ear to the same side of the shoulder. Hold that there. If you want to sit on your hands to stop your shoulders creeping up, that's fine. Or just try and keep your hands down by your side. From here, you're going to rotate your head to look at your shoulder. Bring it back to the middle. And then this time we're going to look up to the ceiling as well. Okay, bring the head back to the middle and then the head up to starting position. Okay, so we're going to do the same on the other side. So ear to shoulder. Keep those shoulders down. Just hold it here for a moment. Okay, from here we're going to take our eyes to look at our shoulder. Keep the side stretch on. Okay, and then this time we're going to rotate all the way to look to the ceiling. Okay, bring the head back to the middle and then head back to starting position. And well done, we're all finished for today. Hope you enjoyed yourself.